Awful Movies. Welcome back to the Gamcast, where each week we sample another selection from Christian cinema, except when we do Muslim movies or New Age woo flicks, at which time I should probably update the intro. I'm your host, Noah Illusions, and sitting to my immediate left is my good friend Heath Enright. Heath, welcome back.
Thank you. But did I ever really leave? Did I ever really? I mean, left, right, back. Well, you're such a dualist. Whatever. It's fine.
And sitting 81 miles to my right is my bad friend Eli Bosnick. Eli, how are you this fine afternoon, sir?
Noah has a pistol? Something about dueling. I'm excited.
So tell us, Heath, what will we be breaking down today?
All right. We watched What the Bleep Do We Know? It's that classic tale of a deaf photographer with depression, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and clitoral priapism. Classic story. And I probably spoiled it already, so I guess I'll stop there.
Yeah, we've all heard that one anyway. And Eli, how bad was this movie?
Well, if you ever fucked a yoga instructor while you were both high and your favorite part was listening to him or her talk afterwards while you tried to fall asleep, you will love this movie. It's 50% a woman doing an impression of a wrench falling down a well, and 50% interviews with people who at any moment could smear their poop on the camera lens.
That's the movie.
Yeah, Liza Minnelli is giving a tour of the famous Pictures of Water experiment.
Yeah, this is the water gets sad when you yell at it portion of the documentary about science.
Well, the lady, who again looks like Liza Minnelli got burned all the way at the end of Arrested Development, explains that water is the most receptive of the elements.
Of the four elements.
Receptive to what? Sexual advances? I mean, I can see that because he goes right in and out again, but what is that receptive?
Well, the other ones are wind, hydrogen, and oxygen. Those are the other three elements. And compared to those, more receptive. The other ones are super obstinate about things. Wind and hydrogen and water, yeah.
And the whole time she's showing these pictures, right, of these water crystals, she's like, here's sad water that's been dammed up, and here's happy water that's been blessed by a monk. And apparently, you don't even have to, like, say happy stuff. You can just put happy words on the jar with the water, and that will make the water happy.
Right, so for those who are not aware of this fucking crazy town experiment, a crazy Japanese man took several jars of water, wrote like, I love you, I hate you, hey, do you know what time it is? Are you going to finish that sandwich on different jars of water? Then he froze the water because water can read
all the languages
and took pictures of what the water looked like when he put those labels on it, and that is and so like the I love you water looks all pretty and the I hate you water looks all mad, and so yeah, 90% of our bodies are water. Therefore, if you wrote chi of love on your body, you'd look like a snowflake.
Yes. And I just want to point out that, like, the way he obtained these results was by looking through the ice crystals until he found one that matched the thing. This has never been replicated, obviously. It's complete horseshit woo on every fucking level, and they present it like this is cutting-edge science.
Yeah, this is basically the science version of your little cousin pointing up at a blob cloud and going, it's a dog, and you being like, holy shit, dude, you should publish that. Next up on our TED Talk is It's a Dog by Alan, 4 years old. Alan, go ahead. It was a dog.
Fascinating. So yeah, I guess the connection they're trying to make is they say, well, you know, the water knows whether it's happy or sad, and 90% of your body is water, which is wrong, by the way. They don't even get the fucking percentage right. And in case you don't get the connection, emaciated Louis C.K. as a serial killer from a CSI episode turns and explains it to the camera in direct address.
Literally the mayor from Buffy.
Oh, is he?
Literally one of the characters from Buffy.
Oh, no.
Could not be a less influential... he's not the mayor. He's one of the characters. But could not be a less influential or interesting actor. It's like they got the guy from Arthur, who's the florist, to come in and be like, huh? What do you think? Danny Trejo walks in. Makes a lot of sense if you think about it. At this point, I was wondering why Marley doesn't just put on a name tag that says "I can hear." Fuck, man. Oh wow, do I sound like that? Have I been sounding? Guys, you should have told me that's how I sounded.
I can 90% hear right now, I think.